Hi, I'm Shaul. In this video, I would like to address a comment that caught my eye by a friend of the channel called Barry. Barry is not very happy with his current system, and he outlined his acquisition plans for the near future in order to really improve the appearance of the photographs he makes. I hope what I have to say about his comments will be helpful to others too. So please stay with me. Let me read you the comment Barry wrote. I used to shoot exclusively adapted manual focus lenses on Sony APS-C, but the Sony camera color is horrible for skin tones, and I could never get the colors right. So I switched to Canon a few months ago. The Canon color science is fantastic to me, edging even Nikon to my eyes. Well, let's be careful there. A lot of Canon users swear by the color science of their cameras. To their eyes, the Canon color processing is clearly leading the market right now. Nikon is okay, I would say. I like Nikon colors better than Sony's, but I don't think they are quite on the level of Canon. The main problem with Nikon is its auto white balance. Many times I find myself having to resort to shooting RAW in order to be able to make the required changes to the white balance chosen by the camera. So I think that Canon is a little bit better. I don't have a lot of experience with Canon, but I would trust the consensus. I have a 3-month-old Canon R7 with the 18-150 RF kit lens, which is remarkably sharp. It's a very capable camera, but suffers from rolling shutter on fast-moving panning photography, which I don't do. I was going to buy a few old EFL lenses and replace the R7 with the older EOS R full frame. But after much consideration, I have 95% decided to get rid of the Canon gear and switch to Nikon because of the open mount licensing, which offers so many choices of lenses via smart adapters like Megadap, TechArt, etc. I think I'm going to pick up a used Nikon Z5 and get the TechArt adapter from Leica M mount to Z mount with autofocus, and the Pentax adapter for some cool old SMC Pentax limited lenses, which I noticed are very poppy on Flickr. The Pentax SMC 31mm f1.8 limited for street photography, the Falkland 21mm 1.4 Nocton for inside bar party dance photography, and the Pentax FA 77mm f1.8 limited for portraits and street candids. Hoping I will not be disappointed with a change in system. Barry. Right, this is quite a plan. Switching the system from Canon APS-C with kit lens, a longer kit lens, I might add, will make the photos significantly better. It will be quite noticeable, not only when you pixel peep, but for every photograph you make, because those older lenses are true to life and poppy. The full frame system will be much more useful in low light, especially. I really like your approach of choosing your lenses first after a lot of consideration. That includes looking at lots of image samples on Flickr, and only then finding the best compromise that will let you use these lenses with as little bumps as possible on a modern camera, and within a limited budget. I have a TechArt adapter, the new one, which is connected to a Thypok 28mm 1.4 that is filming me right now. And it's an okay solution in some cases, but I wouldn't say it gets even close to using native lenses or even autofocus lenses made for DSLRs through a native adapter. This adapter has a few quirks. First of all, let me show you how it operates. See, when I get closer to the camera, it takes some time until it focuses with a significant focus breathing if you are planning to shoot any video using it. The way this adapter works, it moves forward and backwards to change the flange distance, and this operation is quite noisy and quite jumpy. I would compare it to the autofocus operation of PDAF only systems that were available in early day autofocusing cameras, like in the 1990s or early 2000s. The modern autofocus systems of mirrorless cameras are so much more advanced, faster and quieter. So I would limit the use of this adapter to still photography only, and you shouldn't expect an outstanding speed. It is quite accurate. Another quirk is this adapter is not very usable. It's even slower in extremely low light. And, if you plan to shoot parties, dance indoors at low light, I don't think it's the optimal solution. It will present you with quite some hindrance. A third quirk is with longer lenses like the Pentax 77mm Limited you are planning to acquire. The range of movement of this adapter is not sufficient to acquire focus both for infinity and for the closest focal distance. So you will have to assist it with some manual focus, and the focus ring on such a lens that is quite small is not the most comfortable to operate. If you decide to buy this adapter and work with it after all, you should be aware that it has to be updated to the latest firmware, which is available on the manufacturer's website. Earlier firmware versions, smaller than 1.3, ruined the adapter, because when you turn the camera off, the adapter jumps to its base position, and that jump was just too fast, too stark, and ruined the motors inside the adapter. So you do have to make sure that the firmware version is 1.3 or above. The Nikon Z5 is not a camera I would recommend. Usually I don't really care about the camera, but the Z5 has some limitations. It's not the best autofocusing camera in the Nikon lineup. There was a jump from the older processor to the new one, from X-Speed 6 to X-Speed 7. That is very noticeable. It's especially noticeable in low light. I would say that continuous autofocus on the Z5 is not really usable. You will have to use the camera with a single shot focusing, which might be quite limiting in situations where there is a lot of movement in the scene, like dancing or sometimes street photography. So I would rather go for a newer camera, something like Z5 II or a used ZF. As to your lens choices, the Fochlander 21mm is a lens I own, and I'm very happy with it. It's really true to life. It makes wonderful photos. But 21mm is a very wide lens. I would say it's almost too wide for scenarios such as parties and indoor events. I think that a focal length of 24mm or even 28mm would be more suitable for such types of photography. Besides, it will be the most expensive item in the kit you are planning to buy. And for a lens with such limited use, I would not spend $1,000 or pounds, whatever. The 31 millimeter limited is not a spectacular lens. I have looked at a lot of image samples following your comment. To my eyes, it's quite a mediocre lens in its rendition. Of course, it's an excellent lens. It's quite small for what it is. It's weather sealed. It's made of metal, but I don't think it's character or the way it portrays scenes with some depth or people is very impressive. I think it's comparable to a lot of other 28 or 35 millimeter lenses. On the other hand, the 77 millimeter limited looks fantastic. It's a lens I never use, but from looking at image samples, it's perhaps the poppiest, the nicest lens in this focal range I have ever seen. So it is also a very small lens, so it's highly suitable for street candids. I think that setup, including 24/28 millimeter prime, 35/40 millimeter prime, and one longer lens would be more suitable for the genres or the ways you are going to use those lenses. Pentax always had a little short prime trinity than the other manufacturers. Instead of 24, 35 and an 85, it had a 21, a 31 and a 77. But that was, I suspect, more useful with APS-C cameras than with full frame. Indeed, Pentax was the last manufacturer to introduce a full frame system. So I think those lenses were originally made for APS-C cameras. In APS-C, they would have equivalent focal lengths of about 30 millimeter, 45 millimeter, and 115 or so. It makes more sense. If you are still keen on using those limited lenses, I think that the best way to use them with the least bumps, the most smooth workflow, would be mounting them on a Pentax K1. It is a DSLR, yes, but it has in-body image stabilization and it's quite a nice camera, albeit a little bit on the bulky side. But it will be a much more pleasant and flowing experience than trying to mount them on a Nikon camera through an autofocusing adapter. Just to remind you, those Pentax lenses have autofocus, so they will be natively supported by a K1 camera. However, if you are open to other lenses, there are many other options, including native Nikon lenses that are made for the Z mount and that are quite nice and poppy. So I looked at the second-hand prices and made a list of 5 options you might consider. Some of them are based on DSLR and some of them are mirrorless systems. They would all fulfill your wish to make better photographs, because with all these systems the lenses are quite nice. There are some of the nicest lenses you can buy these days. As we shall see, some of those setups are significantly more affordable than the one you planned on. I used the Nikon Z5, is about 800 pounds, Falkland 21mm 1.4 Nocton is 1000. Used Pentax 31 Limited is about 650, and use Pentax 77 Limited is around 450. You will need 2 adapters too. The Tecart TZM 02 is around 400. I would never buy an adapter like that used, only new, because of the issue of broken motors that I mentioned before. And finally, Leica to Pentax adapter, which can be of any brand, is $20 or so. So the entire package would be around $3,300. The first alternative I had in mind is a used Nikon ZF, which, including the grip, is around 1500. A Nikon G24 f1.4 used is about 580 or so. A Nikon Z native lens 35mm f1.4, which is a very nice modern but character lens made by Nikon, is 600 new. And a Nikon 85mm AFD is around 450. You will also need an adapter to mount those F-mount lenses on your Z-mount camera, and you can find such an adapter made by Viltrox, which supports native autofocus for 140. So the price of the entire package is the same. It's around 3,300. Now, if you go the Pentax way, I use Pentax K1 would be around 1000. Use 21 millimeter f2.4 limited is around 220. I used Pentax 31 limited is around 650, and I used 77 limited is around 450. The price of the entire package is $2,300 or so. So you save around $1,000, about a third of the price compared to your original plan. If we look at similar DSLR solutions made by other manufacturers, with Nikon you can buy a used D750 for around $500, and very nice lenses. The 24 millimeter f1.4 for $550, 35 millimeter f1.4G for $650, and Nikon 85 f1.4 screwdriver AFD for around $450. So the entire price for this whole package is around $2,200. Again, significantly cheaper than a solution that uses a mirrorless camera. And I must say that this solution is also much smoother. The operation will be more comfortable, less bumpy, and the results will be just as nice. The same goes for our Canon system. I used the Canon 5D Mark III. Is around $530 these days. 24 f1.4 EFL is around $500. Same for 35 millimeter f1.4 version 1, and Canon 85 millimeter f1.2. Again, version 1, which is the nice poppy one, for around $650. So the whole package would cost you around $2,200. Not surprisingly, it's the same price as the Nikon's one. To be honest, I was quite surprised by the affordability of those a little bit old DSLR solutions. Not so long ago, those would be standard professional setups for any event photographer. We are living in good days. All those setups would give you much better results than the one you use now. The lenses I suggested are quite beautiful. They are poppy and very suitable for the types of photography you are planning to do. I hope that was helpful, not only to Barry, but to anyone watching this channel and facing similar decisions. If you would like to support this channel, please buy me a coffee. It's a nice gesture between gentlemen. You will find the link in the description. So Thank you for watching, and see you again soon.